水の刃を降り注がせることができる。負けを認めるなら解除するけど、認めないなら死んじゃうよ。幼いくせに恐ろしい子。
He's always the calm one. Hey everyone, I'm going to react to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 21, shizu-san students. Last episode, Rimuru left Tempest. He went to the Free Union. Oh my gosh. I said I was going to figure it out. I did a word, but I forgot. He went there to basically look for shizu-san students, and now he's going to be teaching these students. And he learned that when children are summoned from the real world and their body's not able to hold on to the amount of power that's basically been forced into them, that they only live like up to 5 years before they die. So he's gonna try to find a solution to that, and I hope he does, because to see these kids just like, I don't know, it's just not right. And then at the end there, we had some kind of reaction from Veldora. So I don't know what that's about. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon. I appreciate patreon.com/feelingme. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. Full disclosure, I just came from a trip with my family, and many of us caught a cold, so I'm not really 100% right now. So yeah, now let's start this episode, and here we go. Okay, I'm slightly confused about something. When Remoto was trying to think about ways to help these kids, to save them. At first, he was trying to get them to basically release some of the energy that they have inside. But he wasn't, even if it helped, it didn't really do much. And then he started thinking, okay, maybe I can basically, I think he said he wanted to siphon sort of like the energy out of them, but then the great sage is like, no, it's fused with their soul, so you can't really separate them. And then he started thinking about, he said that Shizu and these kids were basically summoned at the same time. That's why I'm confused, because Shizu was summoned when she was still a kid when she was summoned. And if they were summoned, she was summoned basically at the same time that these kids were summoned, how come that she is older than these kids? You know? And then he's thinking, okay, Leon summoned the spirit of Ifrit or whatever, and fused Ifrit with her and whatnot, got Ifrit to possess her or something along those lines, and that because of that she was able to basically control the energy inside of her or something or other like that. So he's thinking, okay, if I get these kids to a spirit to also possess these kids, maybe they will be able to also be able to control the energy inside of them, or something or other along those lines. So he's like, okay, he went and talked to Trini and asked about the dwelling of spirits, you know. And she's like, she used to know an entrance. There are many entrances to the dwelling of spirits. She used to know one, but now she doesn't. And she said that the queen of spirits that they used to serve is dead or something, and she doesn't know the new queen of spirits or something or other like that. And I'm like, I'm sort of confused about that as well, because she said that the previous queen of spirit that they used to serve, I know she's a dryad spirits, and if dryads are spirits, why does she not know the new queen or how to get to the dwelling of spirits? Like what is the relationship between the dwelling of spirits, the queen of spirits, and the dryads? Are they the same thing? Are they do they just have some dealings with them? They used to have a dealing with the old one, and now that the old one is dead, they don't know the new one, or like I don't know. So Rimuru in the case where um out having a picnic, and then he brought out this manga that he was saying that they were gonna the winner, I guess, or if you won against me, they were going to some kind of training session, basically to like release their energy and stuff. Um, and the winner was gonna get this manga to read or whatever. And all of them were so excited. And as they were there, they felt this presence, right? And I'm like, who's coming? And it was the sky dragon that was heading toward the capital. And Rimuru was like, okay, I'm gonna go because if I let this dragon go and do damage, a lot of people are gonna get hurt. So he decided to go. Told Ranga to stay. Oh my gosh, I just remembered when he was um when he was doing the roll call and he was calling these kids and they were not responding to him, and then he summoned Ranga to basically scare them a little bit. That was funny. So he told Ranga to stay with the kids and protect them and that he was gonna go. The kids were afraid because they don't know how strong he is. I mean, they know that he's strong when he came, stronger than them, of course, but they didn't know how strong he was, so they were afraid that if he went after the sky dragon, he was gonna get hurt or killed or something or other like that, that they're gonna be left alone. But he's like, don't worry, and he was heading there, and they said, oh, if I look like this, they're gonna recognize me, and then he changed. I'm like, what's the difference? I guess the difference is that he looks older, I guess, you know so as he was approaching, the sky dragon, as the sky dragon was approaching the capital, they showed this man and this other one. I'm like, it was only for a brief moment, but I felt like I don't know, it just felt to me that these two people were gonna be important somehow, And yes, he was, because one of them he's called Myor Myorma Myor Myormile Myormile. I don't know, one of them. He was called that, and he was a merchant. And in the previous episode, I remember Rimuru talking to Fuse about helping them basically with exporting their goods, selling stuff and all of that. He wanted Fuse to introduce him to someone that's really knowledgeable in that area, so that they can do business with the nation Tempest and all of that. So this guy is a merchant, and after Rimuru saved them and left, and then he got this invitation from him, and they were sitting at table, and the guy's like, he has this network of information, and I'm like, oh, okay. Rimuru has been looking for the land of the dwelling of spirits. He has been looking for that, but he didn't know where to find it. And with this guy having all these network of information and everything, I'm thinking that he was gonna be the one to tell Rimuru where the dwelling of spirits was, but no, he wasn't that. He was the one that basically is gonna be helping Rimuru when he came to, marketing his stuff, his goods, and all of that. But then there was a woman that was the woman with working for Mule Mile, or was she just working at the restaurant where they were eating? I don't know, but either way, she's the one that had the information, because as they were about to leave, she said some kind of prayer over the kids, and that's when it was revealed that she lives. She used to live, or she lives, I don't know, somewhere nearby the dwelling of spirits. So she knows how to get there. So she basically told Rimuru how to get there in exchange for a little bit of money, of course. So yeah, now he knows where they are and they're heading there. So I don't know how all of that's gonna go. What kind of spirits lives in the dwelling of spirits? Who is this queen of spirits? How are they gonna be able to? How is Rimuru gonna be able to convince this spirit, I guess, to possess these kids? Like, I don't know how all of that's gonna go. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Oh, hold on. Before there was that one moment as well where Remoto was looking at Chloe and she said that she looked familiar to him. When I look at Chloe, I'm reminded of Shizu, although I don't know if that's what Remoto's thinking about or if she reminds him of someone else. But when I look at her, that's who I think about. That she looks like Shizu to me. So I don't know where that's going either, because she's the one when the previous episode when they were going to the kids, it was after they introduced us to Chloe that Veldora had that reaction. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like there's something there. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Why don't you get it? Pick it up, you love, you love, you love, yeah. You can be so perfect.